DMG Foods, a non-profit grocery store in Baltimore that is run by the Salvation Army. Its name is an abbreviation of the organization's motto, doing the most good. Credit Andrew Mangum for the New York Times. Sometimes it seems as if we're living under a constant barrage of heavy news. But it isn't all bad out there. This feature is meant to send you into the weekend with a smile, or at least a lighter heart. Want to get the weekend good news by email? Sign up here. Here are 7 great things we wrote about this week. Experimental local grocery stores are advancing social causes. As traditional supermarkets confront a retail crisis, niche stores are emerging with innovative ideas that go beyond food and look to community, health and the environment. At Nada, a store in Vancouver, British Columbia, everything is sold without plastic wrap or paper packaging. Farmhouse Market in New Prague, Min, is largely unstaffed, so shoppers use a key card to enter and check out on a tablet. In Baltimore, the Salvation Army Market created DMG Foods, a store that also serves as a work training site. Demonstrations are planned to teach shoppers how to eat better, and free fruit is provided for children. We didn't do this to make money selling groceries, said Maj. Gene Hogg, the Salvation Army commander for Central Maryland. We did this so people could have a neighborhood grocery store with fresh food. Image Ruth Turner at a Yankees game in July. I'm out every night, she said. I have an insane calendar filled with activity. Credit Victor J. Blue for the New York Times. Ruth Turner loves baseball. She settles into her regular seat in section 105 to follow the Yankees' every move and keep score, jotting the team's lineups, batting averages, fielding positions and more into her scorebook. She's been doing this for 25 years. For me, baseball is life and the rhythm of life, Ms. Turner said. She has a season ticket package for 40 home games, as well as a 20-game plan with the Mets for Citi Field, which she calls my dirty little secret. Ms. Turner was diagnosed with cancer last year, but has no plans to stop doing what she loves. I've seen the Yankees come back from 8 runs down, she said. Just don't give up. Sister Rosa Cortez cleaned the tanks where the chokes are bred. Credit Adriana Zebrauskas for the New York Times. The Basilica de Nuestra Señora de la Salud is home to 24 nuns. It's also home to a colony of endangered salamanders called the chokes. The nuns keep them to make a cough syrup from their skins. The salamanders are only found in Lake Pátzcuaro in Mexico, where the water quality is worsening and invasive species are making meals of them. The convent's thriving population might one day be crucial to keeping the species alive. It's about protecting a species from nature, said the Achoca's main caretaker, Sister Ofelia Morales Francisco. If we don't work to take care of it, to protect it, it will disappear from creation. Read more. Fever Ray performing in the Czech Republic this year. The act will play the Iceland Airwaves Festival in November. Credit Katarina Sulova, Czech news agency, via Associated Press. Iceland Airwaves, the country's answer to South by Southwest, is one of 109 festivals that signed on to a global initiative aiming to address inequality after years of complaints about the gender gap at festivals. At Glastonbury in England last year, only 4 of the 24 acts on the main stage were female stars or female-fronted bands. The initiative, called Key Change, aims to develop female talent across the music industry, not just at festivals but also at events like the BBC Proms, which has pledged to ensure half of the classical pieces it commissions each year are from female composers. Students from the Refugee Youth Summer Academy visiting Ellis Island. Credit Sam Gurdon for TripAdvisor. TripAdvisor's Welcome Home campaign is giving recently resettled refugees in New York City and parts of Northern California the opportunity to book a free tour or activity to help them explore their new country. Think experiences like a trip to Ellis Island and the Statue of Liberty, or a guided tour of San Francisco. Helping refugees resettle with jobs and by teaching them the local language is critical, but it's also important for them to feel comfortable in their new surroundings, said Dr. Remy Panda, Executive Director of the Lloyd D. Levinson Institute of Gaming, Hospitality and Tourism at Stockton University in New Jersey. Sightseeing tours are one way to do that. Read more. From left, Travis Richardson, George Stonefish and John Richardson in a drum circle at Abrams Arts Center on the Lower East Side. Credit Dolly Faby-Shep for the New York Times. The practice of recognizing Manhattan's original inhabitants is growing in New York's performing arts spaces. Land acknowledgements have occasionally been heard at high-profile cultural and educational institutions like the Whitney Museum of American Art and New York University. They are an invitation to understand where you are standing, and who came before. Such acknowledgements have a deep history among indigenous peoples. They are already routine at some public gatherings in Australia, Canada and New Zealand. Read more. Scientists hope breeding programs can help quolls inherit life-saving genes. Credit Telecali. These spotted marsupials may be cute, but they're not discerning enough when it comes to diet. Unfortunately, they're a little too fond of eating poisonous cane toads, and the meal is killing them. But scientists noticed that quolls in one area of Queensland didn't have a taste for the deadly toads because of a certain gene. So University of Melbourne ecologists began breeding the Queensland quolls with others, and they discovered that all of the hybrids inherited the no poison toad gene. Experts hope that the tactic of identifying favorable genes and introducing them naturally through breeding could help other endangered species. Read more. Our photo of the week close enough to touch. A splendid full moon rose last Friday behind the Temple of Poseidon near Athens. Credit talk is Constantinitis, Reuters.